I'll kind of spot you on this one. So,
Go ahead. I was
look.
about to say I was going to just name the three. You want to
Well,
roll
no,
from
no.
that?
I was just spot you on this one. So, one
All
of
right.
the videos that we was talking about, we saw Mad Dog's A list, and his A list was he ranked the best teams of all times. All the best teams that he had, I think all his teams was 70s and before. I think the no, because he had two
He had
teams
it. Now
80s.
he had the 86 Celtics.
He had the 86 Celtics and he had the 83 76ers.
Yeah.
But he had a team in the 60s and two teams in the 70s. So basically it was when we look at it is um I have a particular fondness for the 90s because that's the era of basketball that I grew up watching. I watched the 80s and everything like that. And when he looks at basketball, he has a fondness for the 2000s. That he feels like that's the
The
best era
best. The
of basketball.
best. You.
So so with that said, everybody is ranking basketball based on whatever era they've watched play, rather than actually being I would say subjective on who had the best players or whatever like that. Now, I guess the only issue with that is what you have bias, and then you wind up having people who have not seen all of the history of basketball and they're ranking things based on things that they have not seen. Like I can say that Shaq was better than Wilt. I've never seen Wilt play. All right. I saw Shaq play and I can't imagine Wilt was better than him. And that's what I'm going by. And this is the same thing that when it comes down to uh like young kids that's watching LeBron, if they see LeBron and they see how great LeBron is, they can't imagine anything being as great as LeBron. So
You don't think you pick and choose on that one?
huh?
Now, I don't want to cut you short, but when I think when that Shaq and Will thing kind of played in my head just now, you don't think you pick and choose on that one?
No,
So
I'm saying when it comes down to Shaq and Wilt, neither one of us have ever seen Wilt play.
mhm.
So because we never seen Wilt play, the only thing that we can judge Wilt on is based on his numbers versus the numbers that Shaq put up. So based on the numbers that Wilt put up versus the numbers that Shaq put up, we can say, well, Wilt is better than Shaq because Wilt did this. We never seen Wilt play against Shaq. We never seen Shaq
So
playing
why would you pick
Wilt.
Shaq?
Huh?
So why would you pick Shaq?
So I'm just saying I'm saying this is based on how we view the game. I'm not saying that Wilt Shaq is better than Wilt. I'm saying I do feel like Shaq is better than Wilt. But I'm just saying
Why?
in this particular um scenario, then this is how people judge things. And if you asking me
See,
why I feel like Shaq is better than Wilt, is because when it came down to Shaq versus Wilt, Shaq repeated in his time. Wilt won a championship in 67, 66 or something like that in 72.
hmm
So
so you actually opposite on most people. Most people when they look at the numbers, they kind of give credit to the people they didn't see. Like Kareem's '70s run is impeccable to most people, just like Bill Russell's Celtics run is impeccable, even though they actually lost. But since there's no one to see it, they go by they go by what's on paper. You on a few people who don't go by what's on paper. You pick Shaq because how you feel. I don't even know. There's no reason to even pick Shaq.
no,
You saying a 3P, but you're saying with no context. Uh, Shaq did 3P, but later down the line, you realize that he had one of the greatest guards of all time on his squad, and then later down the line, you also realize he had one of the greatest coaches on his squad. You can't get that same type of credit to Wilt, but that's why, like I said, when we go to ranking players, you pretty much have to go by numbers and accolades. Like I said in the earlier episode, I get the team accolades are nice, but it's still a team thing. Um, as far as how we rank players, like I said, as far as I go by resume and diamonds, like I've been saying. But yeah, I do suffer from the whole 2000s thing. Yeah, 2000 my favorite era of basketball. Most people when they rank players or rank anything, number one they go by, like I said, either one what they fell in love with, whatever they fell in love with, or when they started. One of the two. And whoever ruled that era gonna be their GOAT. Like of course, like you said, Jordan, your GOAT when it should be Kobe. Kobe's my GOAT when that's the right answer. But we're not gonna actually go over that today. That's another topic. But um, I had a manager at one of my old jobs. He'll laugh. He'll probably send both of us home, and then we ask why. He'll say because Magic the GOAT. Just saying. You ask an old dude sitting down, he'll say Wilt the GOAT. Um, the problem with back from I won't say the 70s because 80s got some context, but from the 70s on back, there's no context on what we do nowadays. We don't give Steph his credit for having the Finals MVP, and we watch Andre Iguodala get one, but I get Bird got one eventually, but I don't think too many people sour on Bird from not winning Finals MVP every time he won a championship. But Steph actually knocked Steph down a notch on his top 10 case. And it's weird because they probably have stories like that every year in basketball. It's like, just like they got injuries every year in every finals, they have some type of injury that affects the game. There's probably some background story that we tell for now. Like LeBron could never be the GOAT now because we pick every single thing apart. But Jordan, we can't pick every single thing apart. I personally, I'm not 100% sure Jordan the greatest who ever done it. But as far as resume and dominance, the one you can see, he got that. But he's another person that you not you of course, but most people go off the illusion of who Jordan is more than what they actually saw.